Please subscribe now, and don't forget to like. The factory stood at the edge of the industrial zone, abandoned by people, but not by something else. Its windows were dark, yet something inside kept them watching. The metal gates were rusted shut, but deep inside, machines still breathed, slow and heavy, like sleeping beasts. Everyone in the city avoided this place. They said the factory was no longer empty. It was claimed. 4 former workers returned after years away, not for money, but for answers. The factory had closed suddenly, without warning, without explanation. People vanished. Reports were erased. As they stepped inside, the air changed instantly. Thick, oily, and warm, like breath against their skin. The doors slammed shut behind them without a sound. The machines started on their own. Conveyor belts crept forward slowly. Old presses moved with painful groans. No electricity should have existed. Yet the factory glowed faintly red from within the walls. Symbols were burned into the metal, marks not made by tools, but by claws. Whispers crawled through the halls, not voices, commands. Every word felt like it was being pushed directly into their thoughts. One man fell to his knees, clutching his head, screaming that the walls were watching him. When they turned back, he was gone. Only his boots remained, filled with black ash. They reached the main production floor. The ceiling stretched impossibly high, disappearing into darkness. Hanging chains began to sway without wind. Something heavy walked above them, unseen. The floor vibrated, not from machines, but from footsteps beneath the concrete. A shape emerged from the shadows, tall, twisted, wearing what looked like human skin stitched together. Its eyes burned like molten iron. It spoke without moving its mouth, saying the factory was never built for humans. It was a gate, and it was open. The lights exploded. Darkness swallowed everything except the red glow of moving eyes. More shapes appeared, smaller, faster, crawling along walls and ceilings. They laughed like broken machinery. One of the workers ran. The floor opened beneath him, dragging him down into screaming metal. Blood wasn't spilled. It was absorbed. The walls pulsed, growing warmer, feeding. The remaining 2 realized the truth. The factory was alive, possessed by something ancient. Devils worked the machines now, forging something inside. Bodies, souls, obedience. At the center of the factory stood a massive furnace. Inside it, faces screamed silently, melted together. A voice rose from the fire deeper than sound. It said the factory would reopen soon, not for production, but for harvest. One worker escaped. He ran into daylight, gasping, shaking, alive. Behind him, the factory gates closed slowly, peacefully. Smoke rose into the sky in the shape of horns. That night, construction signs appeared around the factory. The end